Good morning! Welcome back to Sri Lanka. Today we're driving Tipsy the tuk-tuk around Mannar Island as we search for the Greater Flamingos before they leave Sri Lanka for the season. Now it's not by any means going to be an easy search.
It's them. No way. Look at her go.
Now we'll definitely make friends along the way.
Well, there my new friends go.
And wait, we didn't just come to Mannar to see flamingos. We're staying at a donkey sanctuary and have a lot to share with you, so you'll want to stick around for that. But just in case you're new here, we're Drew and Isabel, and we've rented this tuk-tuk for the entire month and are exploring everything that Sri Lanka has to offer. From its hidden gems to some of the most popular things to do around this tiny, yet gorgeously diverse island. So pack your bags, cause we got a long road ahead of us. Yesterday we arrived to Mannar Island on Sri Lanka's northwest coast, which is a well-known first and last stop that many migratory birds make, with more than 150 species and 20,000 birds visiting during their migration season.
Good morning.
During our early morning drive, we quickly saw many different birds and became very hopeful for our search, even though we're visiting in mid-April, which is the very end of the migration season. When we stopped for gas, we had an unexpected surprise fly over our heads. Okay, so I just watched a group of flamingos. In the road. Hello! I just watched a group of flamingos fly that way. And it looks like they're headed to a different area that we were going. And my question is there more of them, or is that the flock and we're supposed to be following them? That was so nonchalant. I was not expecting that. I don't know what to do now. Do we go chase them? Are we becoming flamingo chasers? I don't know. This all happened so fast. Drew's getting gas because our engine did not want to go. Learning all sorts of things about Tipsy on this trip for sure. We stuck to our original plan and drove Tipsy the tuk-tuk into Vankalai Bird Sanctuary. Vankalai was declared a sanctuary in 2008, and it spans over 4,800 hectares, so there's plenty of area for the flamingos to hang out. And honestly, after seeing the flamingos fly by and knowing thousands of birds visit the sanctuary every year, we were feeling very confident that we'd see more. We drove around for almost 2 hours and found tons of animals, yet still no flamingos.
I feel like they don't hang out with other birds.
Yeah, I mean, especially since they migrate, they kind of just show up, take what they want, and leave.
No, most birds migrate though. I mean, I guess there's the native birds and then the migratory birds. So they are a different category.
Yeah, I think some just stay. For the amount of bird content y'all are going to see, we don't actually know a lot about birds. We just like taking photos of animals, and birds are the kind of the easiest one. Oh, flamingos! Where are you? So we just drove through the park once, and honestly, there was not many birds at all. There was a lot more on the drive to the park. So we're looping around to the other side of the park, and then there's a spot on the map someone made called Flamingo View.
So I've got high hopes for that.
So I've got high hopes for that. Excuse us. Alright, we're pulling up to the area labeled Flamingo Viewpoint on the Google Maps. So it's kind of our last shot in this area. I'd imagine this is it.
There's just not even that many birds here.
No.
With Vankalai being a failure, we decided to head back through town to the area I had seen the flamingos earlier that morning for one last, final attempt before giving up for the day.
Walking out to the lagoon, I saw what looks to be a flock of birds. There's a good chance it's not. Not getting my hopes up, but we're checking it out anyway. Can't just drive past, can we? Oh, come on. It's not a very pleasant area beach over here, but I'm taking my photo, so guess we'll see in a second. It's them. No way. Oh man, they're kind of far away. Oh, but we found them. Oh, I gotta tell Isabel. 2.5 hours later, we found them.
And they're in a very unlikely faraway place. This is our final attempt. We think we have a spot that will allow us to get just a little closer than we were before. But I'm determined. I feel like I've got my determined face on.
We're gonna get it.
It is getting really hot out here and we kind of need to get out of the heat. The birds also tend to go their own way during the day, so we're about to miss our chance. So I can already tell that we're gonna be able to get closer. I don't know how we haven't looked this up yet, but they call them the Great Flamingo, and my theory, again, I haven't looked it up. I should have just done a Google search when I had Wi-Fi. But there's pink flamingos, and then there's the Great Flamingo, which I think is bigger and potentially not really as pink. And yeah, so I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I knew anything about flamingos in that moment. Here's all you need to know. There are 6 species of flamingos in the world. There's the Greater Flamingo, the Lesser Flamingo, the Caribbean, aka the American Flamingo, the Chilean Flamingo, the Andean, and the James Flamingo. So like this is the Great Flamingo. This is like the king of flamingos, which is so cool, even to just see from far away.
All right.
So let's try it out here. Although we could see the flamingos, we were still very, very far away. We barely could get more than their outlines with our zoom lens. We had about 100 yards of slimy muck between us and the flamingos. However, it had to be done. So guess who stepped up?
She's going. Do it for the flamingos.
YOLO.
YOLO. Ah, a wild Isabel. On the hunt for flamingos out in the wetland. Step by step she goes. Ah, a junction. What will she do? She looks for her spot. Ah, she thinks, oh, and she jumps, oh, into the river.
I'm notorious for being afraid of birds, and I'm starting to think I like birds more than I thought I did, because not many people would walk out onto this to go get an up close, well, as up close as I can get, video or photo of the Great Flamingo. Who am I? But we're just out here getting closer to them. Drew is back there with the tripod.
Isabel has actually making it across the entire wetland. Like all the way. Whee! Look at her doing it for the birds.
It's kind of crazy out here. I hear them more and more. They make really funny noises. They're like, wow.
Look at her go.
Hi. Hi.
Hi. We have visitors. How are you?
Just a reminder that we're going to be doing this for the next 2 years, and we're really happy that you're here. So if you feel like it, make sure to subscribe, because we got a lot of really strange adventures coming your way.
Well, there my new friends go, walking through. Like it's no big deal. Guess I'm kind of just a wuss. Alright, and we go. They did it like it's no big deal, and Isabel's getting all the cool photos, so can't let that happen, can we? Kind of squishy, but it's pretty solid. It's not bad. So we're watching our friends walk out there right now, and it's ankle deep 30 yards out. So I think we're just gonna walk out to the flamingos.
Cool
So you can see our footprints all the way back to the shore.
So we kept walking out into the lagoon, and our feet are starting to sink more and more, and it's beautiful out here. The flamingos keep walking away from us, so every step we take they go further and further. I don't think we're getting any closer. I think what we have is, so we're gonna head back to our donkey sanctuary. From 1983 to 2009, the people of Sri Lanka endured a brutal civil war that claimed over 100,000 human lives and interrupted society for humans and animals alike. Before the war, donkeys were important members of society. They were used to transport supplies and pull carts in rough terrain and even transport people. The Civil War completely disrupted regular life, and humans no longer had a need for them. So they became wild, and many were left out in the streets with no purpose, wandering Mannar and the dangerous main roads. With low visibility on main roads at night and wandering donkeys with slow response systems, they're often the cause of deadly vehicle crashes. These accidents leave donkeys injured and weaken the relationship between humans and donkeys even more. We've just spent the past 2 days at the Mannar Donkey Clinic learning about the tragic yet hopeful story of the wild donkeys, thanks to Al Hadir, who has dedicated his work to not only caring for injured and sick donkeys, but also educating his community in order to strengthen the human and donkey relationship once and for all. I see a smile.
So this is our new friend Joe. We named him ourselves, and he's kind of a good example of what happens out here. Is he came here a few days ago with a broken leg. They don't really know what happened, whether it was a motorbiking accident on the road. That's the most likely thing. It tends to happen out here, and when you're a donkey and you break your leg, it makes it really hard to survive. And on the opposite side of that, when humans hit donkeys, it causes humans to have a negative view of the donkeys. So really, donkeys and Mannar and humans do not have a good relationship, and this center is trying to mend that relationship. They currently are taking care of 14 donkeys, and when those donkeys are healthy and ready to go, they release them back into the wild. Unfortunately, they don't have the funding to just keep all the donkeys forever, so they take them in, they rehabilitate them, and they let them go again. They run an education center where schools come by and locals can come by. They can learn about the donkeys and really kind of mend that relationship between human and donkey again. And one of the coolest things too is they actually do animal therapy for kids with special needs. Hadir, the owner, actually sold his family land to keep this place going. And I mean, he loves it, he's committed, and he's really fun to talk to, and it's very inspiring about what he's trying to do. He opened up his first room on booking.com, which is where we're staying and kind of how we ended up here. So we didn't really know what to expect when we came here, but we just kind of came here with an open mind, and because we love animals, and it's been super rewarding and super cool to learn about this place, how it's run, how it started, and the goals of where it's trying to go.
The main reason people come to Mannar is for the flamingos, which I understand, super cool to see them. However, another really cool reason to come to Mannar is to come to the donkey sanctuary. It's a good time. It's really, really nice to spend some time with the animals. They're obviously very friendly.
What's your name?
I've never felt this intimate with a donkey before.